Hey, Buffy. Meow. Hello. Meow. Meow. It's really nice to come back here anytime I feel like. And it just goes to show that literally it really does work out in the universe if you just keep that mindset going. I mean, I've got like the perfect deal here. My parents live here and I can just turn up. Give them a bit of warning, obviously, but you know, I can really just turn up as often as I feel like, just for old memories and nostalgia. Look at that. Like, those are like the films I'm in with stage, and that's the time where I met all the doctors. I could work with them on other projects, so why settle for one little image when I can actually have so much more? I could do so much more, and this is what I get. My reward. Well, it's not fair. I'd scream it like Tennant did, but my family already put up with a whole lot. But yeah, I've got like the best deal ever, really, when it comes to a new house. That I can literally bounce between the houses. This is the rich life. I'm currently channeling all that excitement. That's how I feel. That all of those episodes of Doctor Who are back. Heck yeah. I'm using those news reports on YouTube, those videos of like interviews between like Fraser Hines and Deborah Watling, who were in those episodes. And although Deborah Watling is no longer with us, sadly, but you know, we work with the circumstances we currently have, and just watching them going like, wow, this is the first time we've watched this in like 45 years. Nowadays it would be like maybe 60 years. Like it just gives that kind of energy that's like, wow, this is really cool. waiting, and this calm, all of this is the wrong thing. All the wrong frequencies. I have to be excited because flipping heck, if we're talking in the grand scheme of things, all those episodes coming back has literally changed the world forever. Oh my arm. I forgot to specify that I was watching interviews for the recoveries of Enemy of the World and all but one episode of Web of Fear. It makes for great news coverage, really. And, you know, 97 episodes of Doctor Who coming back. You can't avoid it. There's going to be news articles on it. Like, I feel like it would actually change the world forever, and yet it did. It did. Because, you know, it's all already happened. Today I'm watching the Interstellar Song Contest in Wish World. Hello. Oh, it's recording. Okay, well, that wasn't meant to happen. Apparently this works, so I'm going to work with it. I've already recorded, basically, this segment, but, you know, for the last vlog today, so it's like I'm having to say today's feelings, but, you know, try and make it different. It's weird. Like, I've already done it. It's kind of vital to have a reward system, you know, like the whole me feeling excited previously. It was a nice experience, but I can't keep that up consistently because it's just not how I live in a wish fulfilled. I allow myself to feel excited, like, oh, what is life like, with the manifest turning up. Very exciting. It's amazing. So I allow myself to visualize and experience what has already happened. And, you know, I think in the past vlog, I was like, oh, time itself isn't like all of time is happening at once, but I feel like it really is that simple. Maybe you don't get these instant manifestations. And I saw a video saying that, oh, everything is instant. And I'm like, it's not though. What if you're on a unique journey and to be built up to that point, like stuff isn't instant? I'm not trying to attract instant things that are completely in ruins. I'm trying to manifest, or not even trying, I'm becoming that person who has manifested, the type of person that's manifested the most incredible things in the most efficient ways possible so that they are the highest quality they can be. Doctor Who wise, I've literally got tomorrow and watching one episode and I am done with the rewatch. It's taken me 9 months. That's insane. We finally made it to this point. That's 800 plus episodes. It's bizarre to be at the end of it. You know what, I thought the radiator was on and I'm heating up a bit, but that's probably because, you know, I'm squashed in between everything. Boredom is actually an achievement. If you have achieved boredom, you're doing it right. You're no longer stressed about the situation, you're just bored. And, you know, it's to be expected. Life is incredibly long. Chances are you're going to be bored at some point. So just embrace it and just go, hey, this life isn't so bad. I prefer boredom over stress any day. And also the boredom could be a very good sign that you've been doing too much. I mean, I've been just bombarding my brain with like scrolling on the internet consistently, and no wonder I've getting to sort of normalcy, ordinary and all that, and I'm a little bored because it's less, yes, but it's much higher quality. The way the world works is we're basically in the passenger seat and the universe is driving us to our destinations. You can influence the driver to suggest like, oh, this sounds really cool, I would love that. But the chances are it's not going to be done quickly. You're not going to get instant gratification, and that's fine. Delayed gratification is the path to success. The idea is not necessarily to stress and get angry and things like that, but if you just find yourself with this energy out of nowhere, you might as well channel that just to get it out the way, because it just builds up sometimes and you need to release it to make room inside you for these manifestations to fit into your life. I think my biggest obstacle in life is not necessarily like manifestations resisting me, it's time itself. I appreciate all the time that I have left in this life, and you know, chances are I'm just gonna like reincarnate and then do this all over again. And I've done this for like 1,000 years, probably 2,000 years plus, I don't know. Could be flipping millions of years for all I know. Maybe society built me up to be in this kind of mindset of you have to rush, you have to get everything as quickly as possible because, you know, the world is crumbling around you. Maybe I attracted that kind of information when I had fear on my mind instead of calm. Because that's the thing, when you're a kid, your subconscious is so easy to access. And even if you're told lies, your subconscious believes that to be the truth. Your subconscious cannot tell the difference between a memory and something you actually simulated. But when we get older, we develop the consciousness, and then the subconscious is kind of closed off. And the only real way to reprogram the subconscious is at night before going to sleep. And a lot of people don't know this. So like their subconscious has like absorbed all this information and it's become the personality of the person, and it's not taught in school. It's a shame, but it's not taught in school, and this really should be, because it's how the world works. But maybe that's the point. Maybe my story is being viewed by an audience. My life is a TV show, and everyone watching like wants a story so compelling, so inspiring that, it would be boring if I was born into a world with the information already. If an autistic guy like me can break free of my programming, there's no excuse for any of you. You've got this. You want something, you have a desire and you want it, it becomes you. You can't have your identity stolen from you. Once you claim that it's you, it's yours. But you have to stay a bit detached, otherwise you're just gonna be miserable. Turns out you don't actually need your desire to be happy and fulfilled. You find that when you spend all of your time, or all the time you can, because you're not going to do that, that's a robot, you're human. So every time you feel like this build-up of negative energy, just feel it. Let yourself feel it. There's no toxic positivity here. We're all just letting ourselves be authentic. We're not just putting on an act all the time. You can put on an act every now and then. Just visualize, how does it feel to have the manifestation, But even for an actor like me, I'm not acting all the time. The trouble is people expect everything to be instant. Like, if I do these practices, even spend like a week and stuff, doing these practices, even with all that doubt, they expect it to work immediately. And when it doesn't, they decide, oh, well, this stuff is a whole lot of rubbish and I'm going to stop. But the point is to have less. The point is to go in your life without the manifestation so that you can absolutely conquer that fear. Also, it's the lesson too that no matter how many manifestations the universe provides to you, if it's going to be instant all the time, it's not going to teach you the right lessons. That you should be happy and fulfilled now, because you have received so much over your lifetime. You should be incredibly grateful for all that you have, because it's incredible. I'm doing this series to document as many things in my life as I can, because I don't know when these things are going to fade from my life forever. And I just want to be able to look through the episodes and go, oh wow, I remember that, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm very much trying to be as grateful as possible and just embrace everything that I can. But even I'm finding myself in this trap where I'm focused more on those things that I am manifesting than the things that I've already manifested. And even this house, how I got this house? I moved out about maybe 3 weeks ago, and this is basically my dream house, and it's incredible. It fits into my schedule and everything just perfectly. And it's not even far from the old house. It's just like the universe knows what I want and knows the knowledge and knows how to do it efficiently, bring it into my life. That's why I don't focus on the details. I'm just like, oh, this sounds cool, I would like that. And then I go about my life and let the universe do all the hard work. How I got this house, I didn't even visualize the house itself. It's just one day, because I was enjoying my life so much and I'd worked on myself and just like basically conquered most of my insecurities and spent enough time hitting the right frequency that one day, I think it was during my cousin's wedding, we all just turned up at this house, and it was during the time I used the toilet, then the toilet door locked itself from the inside. Like, none of us could get in. My bad. I screwed up the door with my curse or something. I don't know. Who flipping knows? I thought I had good energy, but I think even that day I was trying to smile, and it was kind of like borderline toxic positivity. I don't know. I just wanted to support my family and all that. But, nowadays I don't do that kind of like smiling constantly. I'm like, I have to feel this all the time. And perhaps I attracted that door to lock because that was the frequency I was hitting. I wasn't like genuinely happy. I was just putting on an act for a while. But still, even with my issues, I attracted the opportunity. The first time turning up in this house, I was asked, hey, do you want to move into this one? And I'm like, that's awesome. And once I'd actually seen the house, when I was at the old house, I would be visualizing it from memory rather than just creating it from scratch, because I'm autistic. I'm not sure if this means that I lack the imagination, but I'm also a little lazy when it comes to visualization. So I don't have a photographic memory. So it just helps to just work with the 3D, with my reality, to come up with the perfect visualization. For instance, my soulmate I haven't met yet. At least I could have met her, but she could be like someone I met in school, and who knows? I don't know the information yet, and that's fine. But she is going to be in my life at some point, and I look forward to that. But I'm not too attached to that idea. I don't need a soulmate in my life. I can live a single life for as long as is necessary. Just specify to the universe. Just feel, think, and believe in alignment with already having it, and detach from needing it now. And believe me, when you just let it be and go about your life, embracing and enjoying everything that's already in your life, you will just attract it when you're least expecting it. And it's like, oh, whoa, I forgot about that. Hey, it turned up finally. That's awesome. I mean, for instance, I was playing Lego Marvel Superheroes with my brother today, and it was really fun. But turns out Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, this is maybe 20 years after this release. Oh, we're probably about 10 plus years. Come to think of it, Avengers Doomsday is basically the same story, maybe slight differences, but it's Fantastic Four, X-Men, Avengers going up against Doctor Doom. It's basically the same thing, and that is so exciting. I think previously I must have been that would be cool to have in the MCU, and I didn't really think much of it. And now it seems I've attracted it into my reality, and I'm excited for Avengers Doomsday. I've got a good feeling about that movie, even though previous films were letting a team down. I was having a pessimistic mindset about all the Marvel movies coming out. So is it a surprise when I was like, oh, Marvel sucks right now? That Marvel sucked. And now I'm like, oh, Marvel's actually bringing it back. Marvel is absolutely fantastic right now. Turns out Fantastic Four turns out to be a good film. The Avengers Doomsday. I'm like, oh, that's a fantastic film. It turns out to be an amazing film. It's just how it works. If you go into something with a really negative mindset, that's what you tell the universe that you want. So you're gonna get that. Anyways, I'm all talked out. So if you got this far, put portrait in the comments. And if you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, I love you all. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.